This is supposed to be the higher level of journalism in the world.
You have Canadian resentment against the U.S.
It took a Canadian from the woods to trek on a Greyhound bus with a video camera and get the story. You guys were
also took a Canadian
McMahon's death.
It also took a Canadian on a bus to cut off someone's head and fucking hold it up. If you remember, if you want to talk about Canadians on buses, I got a story, my friend.
Every time I go on the bus now, I look behind my shoulder.
But you have this weird, this weird thing with the U.S. So instead of shitting on like the U.S. media, which I'm with you on that, you obviously did a good job.
I love the people here. The people are fantastic. Some of my best friends are here.
Hey, where was the great media with Paul and Carla Bernardo? I mean, they did a big media blackout. Where all the great media information from Canadians on that one? Harumph.
Unfortunately, you're an expert on Canadian stuff.
I know.
What's the capital of Canada?
Who knows? Saskatchewan.
Anyone know? Seriously, anyone here know the capital of Canada?
I honestly do not know.
Come on.
I would guess.
And I rest my case. I rest my case.
I think it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. Everyone gives a shit. Every Canadian.
I don't know
every Canadian, when you ask them what's the capital here,
because the U.S.
they will respond.
Because the U.S. is pop culturally more interesting.
Illiteracy
Canadians want to be Americans. We don't give a shit about Canada.
Yes, it is a problem in the U.S. when we were creating the light bulb to read by.
Right.
Yes.
And Ian.
That's my point.
You have Canadian resentment.
New York
against
is not the entire world. Step out, see the world, get educated.
I fly everywhere.
You cannot even name the capital of Canada.
I don't care about that.
Well, you
I don't give a shit about
because
that.
Because we are in business
What
together.
was the original Black Sabbath? What was the original Black Sabbath?
I don't care about your Black Sabbath.
That's how I feel about Canada's capital. Who gives a shit?
There you go.
It was
I'll tell you.
What's Ozzy Osbourne's real name? Exactly.
I won't answer any question about Michael Jackson today. But any Canadian will name the capital
because the U.S.
of the U.S.
and you guys is what's down here keeping you from getting fucked and kept you from getting fucked by communists.
Yeah, exactly. How about
communists?
Yes.
Dude,
Russia would have stomped over.
Okay, let me tell you something.
Stomped over Canada.
I could go to the hospital today, check in, and I don't get an outrageous bill.
Yeah, and
you guys got to go, and you're fucked up the ass.
Wait online.
Wait
online.
What's the name of my HBO special?
Dude.
No, you don't know. Yeah. I'm not big enough for you just to know that. That's the way it is about Canada. We don't look at Canada like that.
We are neighbors in business, Canada and the U.S. I don't even watch television.
No, but the point I'm making is
Canadians,
you're saying, how can we not know Canada?
Are all obsessed here about celebrity culture, about TV.
You travel to another country to do it.
You know what we do in Canada?
You travel
nations. Life.
But
we don't sit.
A book about celebrities.
You're obsessed.
We don't sit
because
nobody else here got the story.
You wrote about Cobain, Celine Dion.
In Canada,
you can't get enough celebrities.
You guys sit on your butts.
You got on a bus.
Drinking beer, eating junk food. We're out cycling.
Yeah, like Michael Moore, the picture of Canadian health. Stop it!
Ian.
Stop it, you silly goose!
We have to.
Why are you criticizing that film?
Because he's fat. I think the film was great, but you're saying that we eat junk food, and I'm saying the fattest fuck in the fucking north of South America.
And by the way, lock your doors. That's
Canadian.
crazy. Just lock your doors. Now, Ian, we got to wrap up, but two things. First of all, it's Ottawa. We all know that. Second of all, how did the reports are coming out any day now? Michael Jackson. How did he die?
I'm not a coroner. I'm not a cop. I'll tell you one thing.
An educated guess. How did he die?
Well, let me say one thing.
Overdose of...
I will not comment until this police force answers questions. Now, if we look at the track record of this police force, it ain't exactly too pretty, especially in high-profile celebrity cases.
True.
Hopefully this time they will get their shit together and give the proper answers. If they don't, I will be on their trail. Because most likely you guys won't. So I will get...
No, we won't.
I will go back to
jobs to do. We're doing our jobs.
I will go back to L.A. and I will do due diligence.
God bless that you're working for us.
I'm hoping that these guys get it right this time.
But don't act like you're doing God's work. Let's be. You're coming off a little annoying because you're an author.
Where was everyone else?
But they were. Where was everybody else? They were talking about Michael Jackson. They were writing about Michael Jackson. Stop it! You're saying we're celebrity obsessed. You get on a bus and cross the border to write about a celebrity.
I even gave them the smoking gun. I came out. I said he's dying 6 months to live. I was right on. And
fine. Gene Dixon said that once. Who gives a shit?
Look, I'm not Nostradamus here.
I know
but
you're not.
But the fact is, I did my homework.
Yes, you did, and you should be. That's why you have a book that will probably go number one on the bestseller list.
I'm hoping that the rest of the media now will follow this case and we'll get to the bottom of it.
All right, but this the pomposity of the Caucasian from Canada come to rescue the idiots from the U.S. is silly, and it's elitist, and you probably don't mean it to me, but it's inaccurate.
Michael Jackson.
All right, with the words of Michael Jackson, the schizophrenic. He was also a schizophrenic who had a tiny nose and had a cleft chin put in. Stop acting like all of a sudden his is the word of a fucking authority on racism when that fucking kook walked around with a fucking surgical mask. It was nuts.
There was only one Jackson who helped Michael in the last 10 years of his life.
Who, Jesse? That fucking bug-eyed cocksucker?
But it was Jesse Jackson.
Oh, yeah, he's a really great.
He was there for Michael Jackson.
He also offered to pay the tuition of a girl who lied about being raped by Duke players.
Right.
He's a brilliant source of inspiration for all of us.
Referred to New York as Hymietown, by the way.
He also
anti-Semitic
referred to New York as Hymietown. He fucking knocked up a woman out of wedlock and then trashes Imus for saying something anti-woman.
The track record of Jesse Jackson.
Don't mention him.
You brought him up.
All I'm saying is the only person, the only Jackson who showed interest in Michael's well-being.
Reggie Jackson did too.
Hey, Reggie Jackson almost played for Montreal before the Yankees. Until George Steinbrenner brought him to New York and put him down Broadway, everyone recognized Reggie. In Montreal,
that's the resentment.
Charles Bronfman, the owner of the Expos, wanted Reggie Jackson, but he put him down St. Catherine Street. Have you ever been to St. Catherine Street?
I'm sure I have.
It's like the Broadway, and no one recognized
street.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Right, listen, Ian, I think you got to go. Your publicist is panicking.
Let's read the book before we rush to judgment.
We're not rushing to judgment. We think the book is probably very accurate.
Thank you all for having me. I hope to see you guys again. Zygazin.
Ian Halperin,
Ian,
Unmasked: The Final Years of Michael Jackson.
About Kurt Cobain. Was he murdered?
I'll say one thing.
Yeah.
The forensic evidence proves 100% Kurt Cobain did not commit suicide. I'll come back here anytime you guys want to talk about that.
Absolutely.
We got to run. Thank you for having me.
All right, take care. Good luck with the book, man.
Thank you, Ian Halperin. Unmasked: The Final Years of Michael Jackson in bookstores and Amazon.com now.
Hi, Jen. Good seeing you tonight.
Holy
shit. She does my book still.
Holy shit. Danny was just making disgusting faces.
I love it.
That guy.
And that's how you interview that guy.
Dude, let me tell you something.
So, you know.
That is a work. I'm not buying everything that he's trying to sell a book. That's a character he's putting on.
You might be right.
Not totally. I'm not saying totally. Right. He is, as Jimmy said, he is a pompous Caucasian Canadian with a guilt complex that thinks he's coming down to save America. But he's pouring that fucking personality onto sell books.
You might be right.
Was I the only one that kind of liked him?
I wanted to hate him more, but when I saw that it was a work, he's playing the heel. He's playing the Canadian heel. I'm like, all right, whatever.
What a fucking...
With your goofy glasses and
fucking
wrinkled pink tie.
I do think that he believes that, though, because, the thing about you're not Caucasian, I think he does believe that.
But the thing is, he's saying shit. He's being very critical of us, our racism, our country. And then the second you question on it, he goes, not my words, Michael Jackson. It's like, no, they just came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
They were your words.
What a douche. God damn, you gotta love it. And
I did enjoy that, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed the fuck out of it.
Oh, Jimmy got some zingers in there. Yeah. Oof.
We just went like an hour and a half without breaking.
I got a tinkle.
We got
Jimmy had a wee-wee beforehand.
Tinkle. My bladder's about to explode.